Hey guys, Al Campagna. I want to do a short video. I talk to a lot of people throughout the week as I'm messaging people, getting on Zoom calls, doing different things, right? Talking to a lot of people, spending a lot of time. Normally 2 hours a night, 7 days a week, I'm out there talking to people. And one of the biggest objections I hear is, I bought this other product and I'm really excited about it. Been doing it for 2 months, right? And I'll say to them, well, that's great. Have you made any commissions? Well, no. Well, then why are you still doing it? Well, it's not that I want to keep doing it, but I'm going to keep doing it till at least I break even, till at least I get my money back, and then I'll probably move on to something different. And I looked at him like, okay, so you're going to keep doing this. You're going to keep spending your time with zero in return, because at the end of the day in life, all we have is time, right? So you're going to keep spending that time towards something that hasn't worked for you in 2 months, but you're just going to keep doing it. To me, that sounds like beating my head up against the wall. Not something I would do. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and another time I'm going to do a video based on my background. But I mean, I've had a ton of businesses, and not all worked. Don't get me wrong. Completely not all worked. Some my own fault, and some they just weren't the business for me, or the timing wasn't right, or so on and so forth. But my point is, realize when something doesn't work, it's time to move on. Another big thing in affiliate marketing is testing different things. I hired a VA to start marketing myself on LinkedIn. She got me a bunch of appointments. Not one of those appointments, Zoom calls, showed up. Oh, and I was paying her every week. No problem, right? I'm not going to keep paying her for zero result. Who would? So what do? You end it. Now, it could have been my fault. I didn't train her enough. In fact, it probably was my fault. But my point is, I'm not going to keep doing it if I'm losing money or if I'm not making money, or both, obviously. But that's my point. When you realize something's not working, it's time to drop it and move on, especially if you are working it every night or whatever and you're spending a lot of time. Now, realize it may be your fault sometimes. Let's everybody be honest with themselves. Sometimes you're not consistent. Sometimes you're not putting in the effort, so on and so forth. But again, if it's a loser and you can look yourself in the mirror and say that you've tried, dump it. Why keep going on? Life is short. You only have time. At the end of the day, whether you're rich, poor, middle, time. It's all about time value of money, time value of yourself. I tell my daughter, she had two jobs one time, a retail job and a waitress job. She'd work at the waitress job less hours and make double what she did at the retail store. At one point, you have to say to yourself, how much is my time worth? So with that being said, guys, you got to find a product that works. If you're having a hard time, feel free to comment down below, get in touch with me, whatever, because there are products out there that are done for you and that people will help you set up, that you will make money. It's just a matter of finding them, which isn't always easy. And when you do talk to somebody who's trying to show you one, if they can't prove any type of results, they're probably full of crap. I hate to say that, but I've been in this business long enough to know that that's a fact. So take it for what it's worth. Check here my notes. Perfect example again. I worked at Morgan Stanley. I had plenty of guys, especially during the internet bubble, that would buy stocks at $20. All of a sudden they would go down to 10 and you would have the discussion with them, this or that changed, it's time to dump it. And the first thing I would hear is, well, I can't sell it as a loss. I got to hold on to it till it goes back to 20. And 9 out of 10 times it went to zero. So like I said, don't marry something. Always move forward. There's no point in going back. These are just life business lessons, things that you should always strive to do to get better. So with that being said, if there's any other questions, concerns, feel free to comment, and I will talk to you guys soon.